Now time for our main event, and what a main event it is. Batista's return, and he squares off against Chris Jericho, one half of the Unified Tag Team Champions. Jericho feels he can beat Batista, and he's got history on his side, JR. Jericho has beaten Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship.
The last time the two men met one-on-one, that was the outcome. Jericho very upset that after interrupting Batista at the very beginning of the program, you heard what he said to Big Show back in the locker room. Jericho would do this alone. Batista is back, and he is back in it.
From Washington, D.C., weighing 290 pounds, Batista!
Few men have ever possessed the explosive power that runs through the veins of that man.
Well, there's intensity in the heart of Batista. He's obviously ripped. He looks like he's made out of granite. He's got great strength, amazing explosion. But what you can't see is inside his heart, the intensity and the will to compete, the will to be the best.
Batista returning from a torn left bicep. Been out 3 months. Will there be any ring rust tonight? If so, you know Chris Jericho can and will exploit it.
So welcome back, Batista. Glad to see you back, man. What an athlete.
And what a matchup. Jericho and Batista.
And for any of us to count Jericho out would be very foolish. And that might not have been the most judicious move by Jericho to anger the animal.
Jericho has said, I am the face of SmackDown. And will prove it tonight.
I'm not going to argue that point with Jericho, quite frankly. He's done a lot to solidify that, and what a power slam.
This could be over early. Batista hooking the leg of Jericho in a kick out. But Batista said, hey, from what I've heard, to be the man, you got to beat the man.
I've heard that a couple of times before in my career, and Batista certainly is a man.
Ooh, and Jericho going low.
Very smart move, very strategic by Chris Jericho. He has disrupted the vertical base, and that patella is so tender, so delicate, quite frankly, for any athlete. And the second one.
Jericho claims to be the best in the world at what he does, and there's his unified tag team partner, the Big Show, watching on a monitor backstage.
Big Show's got to be liking what he's saying thus far from his partner.
Jericho said he's beaten Batista before. He's going to do it again. Oh, God, right here. Right here on face. A major collision.
Our whole announce table moved considerably at the force of that blow from Jericho to Batista. Batista's got such huge quadricep, that four-headed thigh muscle being assaulted moments ago by Jericho.
Come on, I said!
Jericho's so surly.
Well, he's got a disdain for everything and everyone, and apparently Batista falls under that category. Jericho wasting no time in letting Batista know, listen, this is my show, I'm going to prove it.
And Jericho just may do that.
Jericho's off to a great start. Batista, arguably the biggest blue chip signing in SmackDown history.
He'd be the proverbial five-star recruit, if you will.
A proven commodity, no doubt about it. 5-time World Heavyweight Champion, 4-time Tag Team Champion, and has also won a WWE title.
Come on, Batista! Come on! Come on, get him out of the corner!
Jericho has done his best so far to make sure this isn't a Batista welcoming party.
Well, certainly Jericho, no member of the welcome wagon, if that still exists in some neighborhood. But the power of Batista exists very well Batista still holding that knee. The patella was the object of the assault earlier on by Jericho. What a beat Batista. It's almost got to be a mat thing. You got to get him down.
Batista has more strength in his right hand than most people do in their whole body. So a bum knee is not going to take Batista out of this match.
Batista looks good, great shape as always. Hard shot there by Jericho. And now Jericho has quickened the pace, a little more sudden. Jericho's got an advantage in quickness. He's utilizing it.
Whoa. Nobody home for Jericho, and walks right into that spine buster, and Batista was more than happy to oblige.
Smart move by Batista, avoiding the lion salt.
And here we go. Jericho up. No.
Oh, that's countered by Jericho. And
it's Itsuguri here from Jericho. 1, 2, boom.
The shot first to the quadricep again. Vulnerable by Jericho's assault. And as Batista lowered his head, you saw that running enziguri that did connect. Batista's down, and Jericho got something in mind here. It's got to be something big, because this is uncharacteristic for Jericho.
Get up, Batista!
And what a forearm shot. A clothesline of sorts. Jericho left his feet, took a calculated risk after getting Batista down.
That's not the type of strategy we've seen in the past from Chris Jericho, who rolled the dice. It did not pay off.
Well, second look, that was just a big right hand.
And Batista waiting for the moment. Oh, Jericho. The roll up, using the ropes for leverage. And I don't know that the referee saw it or not. Batista still got the shoulder up.
Jericho using the ring post. And then they try to get the unfair advantage, utilizing the ring ropes for additional leverage. Batista's still strong enough to kick out.
Ooh. Batista going low, setting up perhaps for a Batista bomb, but you can see the effects of the knee. Jericho trying to rotate the hips and lock in the walls of Jericho, and he's done it.
Another shot to the quad, and then now the walls of Jericho. A submission maneuver on Batista's first night back. Will he submit to Chris Jericho? That was just strength by Batista. Power out of a predicament, and looked like he got a thumb to the eye. I'm not sure.
Jericho for the code breaker, not yet. Look at the strength of Batista, and a Batista bomb!
What a Batista bomb! Countering the count. What a victory! The power, the animalistic power.
The winner of this match, Batista.
The code breaker was broken by Batista, and he parlayed it into a perfect Batista bomb for his first win here on Friday Night SmackDown. Watch this, JR. You talk about the perfect counter. This was it.
Well, this was just how power. Jericho looking for the code breaker. Found himself in no man's land. Power and strength. Power and strength. Impact.
Samson-like strength possessed by Batista. A dominant Batista bomb proves to be the difference.
What a return.
Can I get your reaction to what you just saw?
My reaction? Batista got lucky. Now, if the animal chooses to get into the ring with me next week, the animal's luck is going to run out.
Well, Big Show has challenged Batista. Can one ring contain the strength and force of the world's largest athlete and the animal Batista?